Back, good people. So we're about 6 minutes from the open here. Upward sloping channel. Um, this downtrend has been pretty tricky. It started on Wednesday. We topped and we double topped and we came down for most of the European session. And we came back up and we almost put in a new high, but this high is still the high. You can put it there and see it. Never got back to that high. Then it came down again, broke this low, broke through all of this support here, and came down here and found support here. We found some buyers right here, which is where it began before, where they stopped them before. And now we're before the open, just kind of bouncing around here. So this could be a broad trading range right here. Could be a broad channel maybe. Clone that. Yeah, this could be a broad channel. A lot of ways to draw it. But the consensus is, since we are still in an uptrend, that we are going to try for this high again right here. This high from last Friday. So that's my bias going into the day. Let's see what the open gives us here. I'm only with 2 contracts. That's why you don't see me with any stops. Once I get past 2, I tend to be a little more protective, but I can usually handle whatever comes down the pipe with the buttons. So I don't recommend you doing this. It's just something that I feel comfortable doing. So upward sloping channel here. Broke this trend line, broke the steeper trend line, could have got in there on this retest here. Broke this one here, also the one that was created here, but this was a steeper one, so they got really parabolic down here in this channel, made it really tight, and then they couldn't sustain that momentum and bounced up. So, and bounced off of a trend line here. So we've tested the bottom side. We could come back and potentially test it again. Let me put in the 50% mark of this so far, and it's right here. It's at this low. So right where you would be getting stopped out if you put your stop below this low is probably where you should be buying more, and that's what I plan on doing. So let's just see what this open brings. It should bring higher prices. It should bring a test to the high. But if they're going to run it all day up, they might test the low first to make sure there's nobody down here willing to transact, and then they'll go higher. So let's see what we get. I'm going to hold through the open, through this crazy open most likely, and see what happens here. So what's happening with the candles here? Every time the bears try to do something strong, they're rejected. In this area here, they tried down here multiple times, multiple wicks, and then a green candle, wick, and then a reversal candle, but just closed barely at its high there. And then you have this. You have this here where the bears tried to break down and do something strong and they failed. And now they've just tried to trade above this and they were rejected. So a lot of back and forth, definitely a trading range, which is why I feel comfortable that if we're gonna fall, we'll probably fall to about here, maybe a little bit lower. I don't see us falling all the way down here, but even there, that's only 250 for the current position that I have. So, yeah, let's just see what happens. I don't see it being too crazy. But they're either going to test this high or this low. I know that sounds like, oh, he's just saying price is going to move. So if they do either or, it looks like I'm right. But I have a bias that they're going to try to run this high because it's close. And they've retraced enough and stopped the momentum. But they could want to test this channel line again since they've already tested this high 1, 2, 3 times. They could come and want to try to break through this here. So everything's possible, but this upward sloping channel above the 20 period. I don't think they're going to want to, I don't think they're going to have the momentum. If you notice, every series of bear bars followed by a series of bull bars. So that's big up, big down. That's already trading range activity. And every little bit of bear they give you more bull. So gave you a lot of bull here, a little bear, a lot of bull here, a little more bear, but still less than this, and then more bull. And then they gave you a little bear here, a little bit of bull, little bear, little bull. So here's the open. Let's see what happens here. I am interested in adding on down here below this. So I'm going to buy, put it in an order there. Uh-oh, that's not a buy order. If it really comes down here, I'm going to add more. Bears are pushing right off the open here. Selling coming in. Feel like I should be buying this, but I'm gonna at least try to buy in the discount area of this move, so the below 50%. So we could, if we break through that, we could just travel all the way down here. So let's try to get as close to into this as we can. We'll buy one here, and then if it continues down, we'll try to buy one down here. Getting below this low here, that's where my stops would have been. Remember I said if your stop was below here, you're getting stopped out about where they should be wanting to buy again. So that's 50%. Let's buy there.
Order filled.
In case it just runs back up. We don't want to miss the train here. And then we'll get in lower here. So big bar, but rejection's looking good here. This big bar goes up and down and turns into a doji. We're probably going to have a trading range day because they've shown you that in the morning when all the volume was being put in, it was pretty balanced. So something usually has to happen to change that. So if this turns into a doji, we're probably going to have a trading range day, which means I'm looking for quick profits. I'm looking for scalps. I'm not looking to hold positions long until we start seeing this kind of trending action. But, you know, a lot of this kind of trending action. But if we just get a doji off the open like we're getting right now, looks like, see how it traded all the way down, big wick, so big rejection. Bears tried to do something strong here. They pushed it all the way down, got below this low, and if they can close below it, that would be a strong thing because that's what they're trying to do. But if they can't, that's not really strength. Um, and if they get bought back up and this shrinks or even turns green, that's going to be a huge signal that we're going to go up for a little bit because there's not enough buyers or not enough sellers down here to continue pushing. So that's what I'm looking for here. They reject this completely. You might see a big green candle just shoot all the way up here because they've just tested the low essentially on the open. Tested the low, and couldn't stay below there. So let's see if they keep pushing back up. If this closes red though, it's slightly more bearish, obviously. It looks like it may close in the middle. It closed in the middle. Um, it looks like they're trying to push it up though. It passes this high. I'm interested in getting in again. So I'm actually going to put a buy order up there. That'll be a sign of strength if they can get above this high. Put a buy order up there to get more long and see what it gives me here. Inside bar typically spells a reversal here. Let's see if it goes inside up or inside down. Select all. Select all. All right, so looking like a trading range kind of day. So I shouldn't be buying up here. I should be buying low, selling high, scalping, which means if I get 50 bucks, 60 bucks in profit, I should take that, try to do it again lower or sell higher. But we are laying on this channel line here also. So we're in a channel inside of a trading range. um, But bulls just tried to do something strong here. They traded up to the top of this twice, got rejected. Might need to come down a little bit to find some buyers. Still an inside bar though. Let's see if the 1 minute's giving away anything here. They're buying before this low. So that's why you're getting this inside bar here. Getting some momentum off of this. They might come and push this high here. Let's put an alert there. See what's going on here. Close as a doji here, so it could go either way. Inside bar though. Inside bar is usually reversal, and since this was down, the reversal would be up. So let's see if they're going to come and challenge this high here. You definitely see that trading range though on this 1 minute chart. Every red bar followed by a green bar. It's almost like I should be buying these red bar attempts on the 1 minute. Haven't been able to put two consecutive green bars together. There's always a red bar in between. So you could say every green bar is followed by a red bar too. So maybe you shouldn't be buying the highs. So they're not buying the highs to continue. You get green and green. You're getting green and red because they're buying, but the selling at the high is dominant, so it's pushing it back down. See, red, green, red, green. This should be green here, unless they put two reds together. Five minute, they're really trying to break this channel here. Pretty strong bar. They can close it up here on the 1 minute. Could lead to a nice 5 minute close. They're coming back at the end of this bar though. It's not bad. They're pushing and start selling.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
So that was a nice little scalp. This is probably going to continue to the top. I shouldn't have sold it, but I do have to get going. So I just wanted to make a little bit this morning. But look at this. It's extending all the way up there. Probably should have held on for a little more.